Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein, they had a 15-year friendship that we have documented all over the place. And the story is their friendship fell apart in 2004 when they were fighting for the same property. And Trump outbid Jeffrey Epstein, and Jeffrey was pissed as all get out, and that's it, friendship over. Or was it? That's the question. That is the question we have today. Did Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump really part their entire friendship that they have built because of a piece of property? When it comes to Trump talking about being in politics, we know that he had a very long record of talking about the what ifs. Initially, his what if was that he would run as Republican because he felt that Republicans were more likely to bend over to what it was that he wanted to do, although he held Democratic beliefs. But did you forget what happened in the year 2000?
So if you look at the various numbers, I think, people have now seen that this has become very real. I'm going to make a decision on probably during the month of February, and that'll be based on whether or not I think I can win. I'm not looking to get 20% of the vote. If I think I can win, we may very well have a very positive decision.
That's right. Trump stuck his hat in the ring to run for president under the Reform Party. Now, if you don't know the Reform Party, that is the same party that Ross Perot had run under. Now, he's talking about, he's Democrat, but he would run Republican. He runs under Reform Party and then years later runs under Republican. But in February, what was Donald Trump doing when he was making that decision if he was going to continue to run for president or not? Oh, he was doing this. That's all these pictures that you see running around. Donald Trump hanging out with these folks, February of 2000. Now, why am I getting at all of this? Well, I'm getting at all of this because I do not believe that Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein had ended their friendship over that piece of property. I don't buy it. I feel like it was a story that was put out there because Trump had become the Manchurian candidate. Why would I believe such a crazy thing? I mean, you all have seen the movie, and you're probably assuming that I'm talking about in the way that they presented it. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about a candidate that they groom, mold, and brainwash into believing certain policies in society to get them to run on their specific platform. And a really good indicator of that is during Trump's first candidacy, during his first presidency, who did he go to get guidance and support? That would be the Heritage Foundation. We know that Trump had been craving this power his entire lifetime. He's been talking about how he can get ahead, how he can get on top of people. It's really not about money. It's about projecting that you're better than other people. So when he was floating this idea of running for presidency under all of these different platforms, he didn't care. He just wanted to get ahead. People in the Heritage Foundation looked at him and said, "We can help you. And here's the policies we believe, and here's why we believe them." Now, did they actually get Trump to believe them? Or did Trump latch onto this because he wanted ultimate power? Either way, in order for him to get ahead, he had to remove his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein from the public eye because Jeffrey was already a target from the FBI to local police. They were looking into his activities. There are stories that Trump had kicked Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago for bad behaviors towards women. I would argue that that may have been either staged or a flex that Trump was putting out to say that he was not hanging out with him anymore. Look, guys, I don't hang out with Epstein anymore. I'm even kicking him out of Mar-a-Lago. Yet the information I find, this happened in 2003 when their falling out wasn't actually until 2004. I just feel like this was all, again, smoke and mirrors that were put out to make it look like Trump was a great candidate, when in fact, he was somebody who was still spending time with Epstein and still involved in nefarious activities with Epstein, just keeping it on the down low. And this is exactly why the Epstein files are so important. We don't want to see Epstein's flight logs, okay? We want to see who was arriving at the Virgin Islands. We want to hear from the witnesses. Who did they see coming and going, and specifically even after 2004, when supposedly they had this falling out? But does it even matter? Because if Trump was witnessed doing things on this island in the 90s, it doesn't matter. He should still be held accountable. Anybody, any politician from any party, from any belief system, if you were there doing nefarious activities at any time, you should be held accountable. Hashtag release the list.